Hello and welcome back to me. Finally managed to do some filming. I have been quite busy though at Operation Good Life, edging ever closer to that good life. I hope. I applied yonks ago to the Countryside Stewardship Scheme for putting the fields behind me, behind me down to clover-rich, herb-rich, legume something or other doings, and the other field to winter bird food and some pollinating doodah. It's not very technical, and I forgot about it actually because it was centuries ago, and then it suddenly all came through and it burst into action like the proverbial blue-bottomed fly, and plant the hedges first in February. Hundreds of meters of hedges nearly broke me. I had to do it on my hands and knees, actually nearly broke me. And just too old for this malarkey, it turns out. Just not fit enough. But now another person, a man who can, is coming to do the other stuff. Phew. And I just get to sit back and watch, as do you. Hello, I'm back. Have you missed me? Now then, somebody asked me why this is all brown. Well, it's because it's being prepared for the Countryside Stewardship Scheme grant that we have been given to plant this big field here out to herb-rich legumes, and then the hill over there to be in to winter bird food and pollinating. There's also going to be a flower margin for the bees around that too. It's exciting. So this is being prepared for it, and in fact today I'm here bright and breezy, far too early, because the man with the machine is coming to do it. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. The thing is, because I'm trying to retain a no-till regenerative kind of vibe here, the man who's coming is like the king of that, and he that's his thing. So there's a machine. I don't know what sort of machine it is. I'm about to find out, and I shall show you. I'm sure you'll be thrilled. It's exciting life, isn't it? So hopefully this will all be done today, and I shall report back shortly. I'm not sure if I mentioned the Countryside Stewardship Scheme in a previous thing. I just don't know. I've lost track of everything, so excuse repetition. But part of the Countryside Stewardship Scheme and the from the Rural Payments Agency post-Brexit was to give farmers incentive and therefore money, basically, to plant swaths of areas that were left for wild birds, bees, just all of that kind of vibe. Also to plant hedges, because there was a time when all the hedges were ripped out to create vast fields of monoculture, which we're surrounded by anyway here. Not vast ones, but biggish fields. And so the idea is to put the hedge back. So we applied for all of those, and a lot of farmers can't do this because they're actually taking space from their crops to feed people and for their commerce and business to create these huge swathes. But we can, because that's literally all we're doing, because we don't have a crop. So the scheme was passed. Is that the word? I don't know. And so we've planted a lot of hedge. In fact, I think because it nearly killed me, I probably just put pictures of me like lying prone amongst it. But these are the hedge here it is, and it's already grown so much. Look, isn't it amazing? Lovely. I'm about to do some weed management or grass management on it. Although previously, you can see there's a hare there in the middle. You probably can't see, but on the path there. Oof. They're so annoyed, the hares, at the moment, because everything has been prepared for the reseeding, and so all their lovely grasses. So they have to go next door. I keep saying, just go next door. Look at all that lovely wheat and barley to eat. So this hedge we planted in February, and it's doing really, really well, which I'm pleased about. So that's very good. And now getting ready to do these two fields. Wish me luck. Also, I think you've probably seen people talking all the time about how regenerative farming seems to be the way forward to be able to save our soil. And a lot of places can't stop the cycle. I think farmers won't be able to stop their cycle they're in of fertilizing and using all the chemicals they need to use to keep their land alive, to be able to bring it back to life, which the guy who's coming to do this is very much an exponent of, and is that's what he goes around doing and advising. And but I've already been doing it here anyway, because not just on these fields that did have crops in them, there's a bit of small rough land by the gate that just every time it rained, just the water stayed on top of it and flooded. But I've soil managed it and now it drains, and it's literally, but it's taken 3 years. So it's a long-term thing, and most farmers, I guess, who have problems with their soil can't do that. So we're very lucky that we don't have a commercial thing as such here, that we can then just take it's not our livelihood, it's not the only thing we have, so we can take the time out to do it. And then once this has been planted down to all of these great schemes, the soil will be even better, actually. So if we did decide to crop on it later, but I don't think we'll ever do that, because I think if anything, this herb-rich legume bit here is designed to be grazed at some point. They require grazing, actually. So in fact, the man who's coming to do it has some sailor cattle that are pedigree herd that he has, that he's going to graze on it, because this grass, this crop that'll be here, the herb-rich and clovers and the legumes and things, will be absolutely stunning food for those cows, and then they will, fertilize the ground for me. So the cycle of nature. But we'll watch all that progress over the year. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Could really do with some rain now, because this is all prepared. We need rain. I'm obsessing about the weather now, which at least in that way makes me like a real farmer, because obviously they obsess about the weather all the time. It's vital. So I'm obsessing. I don't want to be left out now, do I? So the wind's building and the grey clouds are coming, so I'm hoping